I want to cover a concept right now that is absolutely critical for you as a man in 2023, unless you want to fall victim to the slave programming that happens on mainstream media and all the stuff that's out there. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to own your own mind and use your superpower of discernment so you don't fall victim to that stuff. So let's get into it. Understand that this video might not get the most views, it might not be the most popular or even politically correct thing to talk about, but it is absolutely something I have to mention. It's something I truly believe one of my top values to be. Let me start by saying something that I think I've mentioned plenty of times in the past. You're always being programmed by the computer screen, the media, TV, newspaper. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Everything is constantly stimulating you to believe a certain agenda, a certain narrative, a certain thing. One of my top values is being a free thinker. I believe that you can subscribe to a certain subset of beliefs, you can identify with a certain community, but you don't have to follow what everybody in that community says. This is very, very important to understand. There's so much of this happening right now, at least in America where I live. You see these groups and these communities and these people that identify with a certain belief or a certain set of values, and they just completely lose their sovereignty. This person said this person believes this, so I must believe the same thing. They don't have any input on their own. And again, it's that group think mentality, that herd mentality of if you don't possess your own mind, then you're a slave. You can see it in popular communities and, movements and groups that are happening today with left-wing, right-wing politics, LGBTQ communities. All of those communities are extremely group think like. They don't promote individuality. They don't promote different perspectives. They simply want you to just follow blindly without questioning anything. And I am of the belief that you can still have your own unique perspective even if you belong to a certain community. Even if you're gay, for example, you don't have to follow everything the LGBTQ says. Even if you're Christian, you don't have to go along with what every other Christian says. Okay, this is very, very important. If you truly want to be a sovereign individual, you need to have your own perspective and your own opinions. Some people might disagree with you. You might be embarrassed or punished potentially in some of those communities that you are involved in. But this is the best way, in my opinion, to live a free life. Take the good from one community, take the good from this message, take the good from this perspective and this person or this influencer or whatever you're consuming, and discard the bad. Don't subscribe to everything. Don't be 100% invested into any thought process like that. Even me, to a degree, as a content creator, I don't want somebody to think 100% the way that I do. It's not possible. It's a dangerous place to be in when you can't think for yourself. This was me for pretty much my entire life. Anytime I was a part of a group, I still did things in that group. I still talked to people in that group, but I would never just completely identify 100% of who I am to that community or that group. For example, I played football in high school, and I played a bunch of different sports growing up too. Now, I'd be cool with the football kids, and I'd be cool with the people in my, community, but I'd still also talk to other people. I would go and, I'd talk to the people that played video games, because I played video games as well. I'd talk to people that were more artistic and into things like videography. I got along with those people as well. And yes, that was in high school, so things are more cliquey, but if you look around in society, it's not that much different. We basically live in a glorified high school society where everybody's cliquey, everybody believes one thing, you don't listen to the other side, you don't listen to the other person because you're so set in your ways. I'm not saying you can't have strong beliefs, because you should. I believe part of being a man is having a boundary, having your strong principles in place. There are certain things I simply won't budge on. There's certain things I'm very close-minded on. Like, for example, men can't get fucking pregnant. They can't have periods. You're never going to convince me that's not a thing. Man can't be a woman and a woman can't be a man. Very cut and dry, biological truth. So there's certain things I have beliefs around. But I'm a pretty open-minded person when it comes to somebody introducing a new opinion or challenging even my own beliefs. I'm learning to be okay accepting that. And I think the point of this entire video, I might be kind of going on a tangent here, is to be open to new ways of thinking, to actually own your own opinions and formulate your thoughts. Most of the things that we think are our own ideas come from somewhere else, come from a book, a person, a screen. We don't even realize that's where it comes from. So how do you do this? How do you become more of a sovereign individual with your own thoughts, beliefs, ideas, and perspectives? Well, it's something I talk about all the time, but you have to spend time by yourself. This is the crux of why this is so freaking important. Spend all your time with other people. You spend all your time, especially in these communities where it has one way of thinking, one way of being. That's what you're going to show up as. That's human nature. We're tribalistic beings. Some groups are better than others, some are bad, you understand what I'm talking about. Take everything with a grain of salt. Learn to challenge your own beliefs. Look at different perspectives. I purposely follow people on social media that I disagree with, just because I want to see where they're coming from. I want to see a different side of the argument or the idea that is introduced. It's healthy to do that. And I think it's damn near necessary if you want to be someone who's a free thinker. And the only way to really do that is to spend enough time by yourself so you can filter out all that stuff that you hear from everybody and start to gain your own perspective. Go on nature walks. Don't have your phone on you. Spend time alone. Journal. Write this stuff out. Meditate a lot. That's the main message, man, is just to learn to own your own mind. That is the thing I want you to walk away with this video. I know this is a little bit different than what I normally make, but this is something I had to talk about just because there's so many communities. Even my community, this industry, the manosphere, there's certain things I don't necessarily agree with that some content creators say or some people do. I think totally differently sometimes, and that's okay. We're allowed to do that. We're supposed to do that, as I believe in being a free thinker, no matter where you belong to or what ideologies you believe in. Because slaves follow without questioning. Do not be a slave. Too many freaking people in the world that are like that. It's just a mindset shift, more of a mentality thing, something I've always believed in, and something I want to share with you. Hopefully this gives you value. This might not get a lot of views, this video. I don't even give a fuck, because it's something I truly think is important to talk about, especially in a space like this, where men are very impressionable. With that being said, man, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Do you want to see more videos like this? Or let me know what topics really resonate with you, what you want me to address more of on this channel. If you like content around improving your masculinity, improving the quality of your lifestyle, and the quality of your relationships, make sure you hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you want to work with me personally in improving any one or all three of those areas in your life, click the links down below and I'll get in touch with you. My thoughts were kind of everywhere in this one, but I wanted to just express how important it is to be a free thinker, to be truly a sovereign individual. That means being a self-governing person. You listen to yourself. You can take in perspectives from elsewhere, but you are the gatekeeper to your thoughts. And that's what I want for every man who subscribes to my channel, to be that kind of individual. So with that being said, man, hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Remember, everything truly does start with you. Peace out, man.